it's Nina. Thanks for joining me today for a new tutorial featuring how to make decorated tea bags. As National Craft Month is winding down, we still have another idea for you to create some fun DIY projects using your paper crafting, scrapbooking, and card making supplies. Today I'm using the Altenew Tea Time stamp set and the Pretty Pink Posh mini tags dies to use to decorate little tea bags. These cute little tags are perfect for this because they're a great size, and I really love the images from the Tea Time stamp set from Altenew. I started off by stamping all of these images, lots of different little scenes and such, with the many different images that are from the Tea Time set onto watercolor paper using some Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. I cut all of those tags from watercolor paper so that I could then do some watercoloring after I had done my stamping. As I was working on these tags, my thought process was that I wanted to create little scenes with each of these images and the tags. As I'm stamping, I'm creating a mix of different elements, including sentiments. I've also got some cute little spoons and small tiny accents that I've added in between some of my designs. And I just really had fun putting all of these together and playing around with the images, creating some cute little designs. To color these images, I wanted to do some watercoloring. Watercoloring is one of my most favorite mediums to work with. It's the medium that I started working with when I first started crafting. And my favorite style to color in is the loose style of watercolor, which is a really interesting style, and it also takes some practice to do because you can't just slap on color. You really want to be very careful with how you put down the color, how you're balancing how much hard and soft edges you have, and also mixing colors is something that's very popular with the loose style of coloring, but you really have to think about what kind of colors you're mixing together because you could very easily end up with mud. But all that said, really, loose style of watercoloring is just something that takes practice, and it's really not hard. It's just a lot of fun to experiment and try things out, and that's a lot of really the learning process is experimenting. If you don't experiment, you'll never know what works and what doesn't. Now, when I was working on some of these images, I also incorporated some little highlight areas for some of the sentiments. So I went over some of the sentiments with some color just to give them a highlight. And then also, I added splatters to each of these images. I really love the look of splatters, especially with the loose style of watercoloring, because I think it really just balances out the style and also complements it well. And I used a brown color for that. Now after I finished watercoloring all my tags, now they're ready to be put together and attached onto my tea bags. Now to attach these little tags onto the tea bags, I first threaded a bit of baker's twine through the tea bag itself. It's very easy to do since the tea bags are very thin. And then I took the two ends of that baker's twine that I sent through the tea bag, and I'm going to pull that through the tag, both ends. That's going to allow me to tie a knot, and that's going to hold the tag onto the tea bag. And I really love the look of this, and this is super cute. Now, the also fun thing about this is that you can also save these tags. Once you've finished using them with your tea, you can also save them and use them for something else. And I plan on doing just that. So after I finish putting all of these together, that leaves me with a cute assortment of little tea bags that are perfect to either brighten up my day when I'm ready to have a cup of tea, or you can give them as gifts to friends and family, which I think is so much fun because this is very easy to put together. And then if you make a whole bunch of them, you really got a cute little gift that didn't take you tons and tons of time, but it looks like it did because it's really cute and it really just adds a lot to these tea bags and makes them something special. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial in honor of National Craft Month. If you enjoyed, here are two more that you might like, featuring some other DIY projects. I'll be back again next week with more inspiration for you, and until then, have a fabulous day. Bye!